Now I gotta come out and say, it don't matter if you black, it don't matter if you white, it don't matter if you Asian or Hispanic. It's about the haves and have-nots. It's about the wealthy and the poor. It's about the financial illiterate and the financial literate. Banks are about to take people for a ride in 2026. Oh, they gearing up. They gearing up to take you for a ride in 2026. So yesterday, I get an email, and it's from Chase. You know, I have Chase. I have a Chase United card. Here's your boy right there. It's currently sitting on 121,000 miles. Had more than that, but just booked some international trips using miles. Now I have a credit card. And, you know, we put gas. We put our groceries, we put, you know, our car insurance, you know, things that we would automatically need. You know, when we're away, it has international fraud alert and all that stuff. But do you know now you can put your rent and mortgage on a credit card? See, there's this new thing called Built, where now you can charge. I didn't want to go too far in this, because a lot of you know, you click on something too much, before you know it, it already enrolled you in promotions and signing you up. It could be all type of scam. I'm not going any further. I'll figure out what it is. You now can charge your rent for snacks, ladies and gentlemen. We get some snacks. Look at that, snacks. You can you can charge your rent for snacks. So I'm like, wait a minute, Chase is introducing this shit? So then I Google it. Oh no, our friends at Wells Fargo. I don't even have a Wells Fargo card. So how the hell is Wells Fargo, I guess Built is their thing, and other card services you can join through them. I guess maybe it's like a Klarna and you can link certain cards through it. Maybe they were trying to get me to link my Chase card to this. Now this is the same Wells Fargo, I can't even fit it all right there, that has been fined for predatory acts against poorer communities. Look, I can't even fit it all there. They've been fined billions of dollars over the past 10 years. They've been fined billions of dollars for opening up credit cards in people's names, doing type of weird mortgage practices, all type of crazy shit. So, do you know what they about to do, right? Now, here's my question. I like to ask questions, okay? I was always taught a stupid question is one not asked. So, say I got a mortgage through Wells Fargo, right? And you charging me 8%. Now I use your product Built. What's the percentage on that? Is that a card through you? Like, we already see there's no fee, one fee, and then all these other fees, but what's the interest rate? So literally I'm paying you 8% on the home loan, and now I'm paying you a percentage on the credit card or whatever this is. So let me get this straight. I got a mortgage through, let's say, Chase. I got a mortgage through Manhattan Bank. Not only am I paying them points is another word for a percentage, an APR. Not only am I paying them, I'm now paying you for my mortgage or my rent. Now listen, most likely you don't pay interest on your rent unless you're late, there's a late fee. But if you own a home, you're paying a percentage if you didn't pay cash and you got a loan. And let's be honest, the majority of people have loans on homes. There's nothing wrong with that. You're buying a home with a loan. You're actually really investing in yourself. You're giving yourself and your family the peace of mind of owning a home. You know, better school systems, better opportunities. You know, it could be a less, you know, the lesser commute to work. But my question is, what happens if I lose my job and I don't pay back this Built card? I'm automatically going to lose my home and it's going to go in foreclosure if I can't pay my mortgage. What happens if I don't pay you? I'm not understanding that. So now I go into collections with you. Now, do I lose my home twice? Yeah. People are about to get taken for a ride, ladies and gentlemen. In my opinion, This is predatory. You want to know why it's predatory? Let's break it down. Have you guys been seeing a lot of commercials lately for DraftKings, FanDuel, gambling, bet MGM Grand? You'll see a lot of those commercials when people are financially struggling. You will. Because you will see that because they're trying to give people a way to possibly have more money in their pocket, but in reality, they'll lose more money. I seen recently you can now charge Powerball tickets and Mega Millions tickets and scratch-offs to your credit card. You can now order them. You heard me correctly. You can order your ticket. I think you order a Powerball ticket and it's digitally sent to your phone. What they're doing is they're taking advantage of the financially stressed. That's what they're doing. This is not going to end well for a lot of people. It's not. You do whatever you want to do, but I do not recommend ever charging the place where you live on a card. Never give anybody the authority over where you lay your head. It is wintertime, ladies and gentlemen. It is peak wintertime, and they're going to be passing this in February. You know how many people are going to be charging their mortgage and their rent, paying twice with finance charges, and they're going to be using the miles for vacations, for snacks, for stupid ass perks? Because it's the haves and the have-nots. They know a lot of people that do not have right now, they're willing to do anything they can to have. Just to have it. For the peace of mind. People want to enjoy stuff. People also want to flex stuff. You see, what happens is nobody wants to wait anymore for stuff. Everybody wants it now. Everybody wants it now. You want that BMW? Sign right here. You get it now. Oh, you want that vacation? Yo, charge it. You want to use those miles and snacks and all that stuff? Put your rent up here. Put your rent. I can guarantee you there's a service fee. I can guarantee you there is a service fee. People are going to be paying fees on top of fees. Tax time is almost here. A lot of people are going to owe taxes. If you've been gambling in these markets, if you cashed out any type of stuff, you're going to owe. I'm telling you, you're going to end up owing. A lot of people, back in the day, you never used to be able to use a credit card to pay your taxes. Do you know you can use a credit card now to pay your taxes? Eventually, you get to a point where banks are not raking in enough money. So they start tightening credit. People get so worried if the Fed is going to lower interest rates. While you can't control that, but you can definitely bet on it through Robinhood. You can't control that, but you can control the interest that you pay in your home. Stop letting these big banks control you, man. The borrower is slave to the lender, okay? I'll make a future video on that. The borrower is slave to the lender. When you don't own whatever you have, somebody owns you. You can't go anywhere without them calling you wanting their money. They went from illegal bookies and loan sharks to looking for you to break your kneecaps. Now they look for you, calling you, harassing you, selling your debt to creditors, ruining your life. They're preying off of poor people. Like I said, it don't matter you black, white, Spanish. It don't matter. They're preying off of poor people. A person with financial literacy, they would never sign up for this. They'd be like, hell no. Nope. I'll find a way to pay my rent. I'll downsize my car. I'll sell some clothes. I'll find another job. I'm not charging my rent. I'm not charging my mortgage. This shit should be illegal. But remember something. Your big banks run the world. Not your politicians. Your big banks. And the bank's job is to keep you working for the rest of your life. No regrets. Get it.